Blizzard announces a new IP that could possibly be free to play. Neverwinter's dragon goddess Tiamat is revealed. Player single-handedly crashes ArcheAge servers. All that and more. I'm Zach Sharps, and this is Free to Play Weekly. The Tad Williams-inspired MMO Otherland that was cancelled a while back started its closed beta once more. It seems Drago Entertainment has resurrected it from the dead and is wasting no time getting the MMORPG hopeful back into shape. Otherland takes place in a sci-fi setting and has a non-targeting combat system in which aiming matters, plus it has player housing, which allows players to clone creatures from the world by collecting their eDNA. Stating on the official forums, Drago Entertainment was not shy to be honest about this beta, and stated they expect server crashes, downtimes, and bugs. Otherland was an MMO I was interested at one point, and I'm glad it has been brought back from the dead. But are you guys still interested in this game? Leave a comment down below. Are you an all-access member with Sony Online Entertainment? If so, then EverQuest 2's 11th expansion, Altar of Malice, is now live for you to enjoy. However, unfortunately, free members will have to wait or buy the new expansion with the first month of all access for 10% off. Either way, the expansion includes a cap level of 100, new quests, new raids, new zones, and new abilities. Sadly though, neither the Collector's Edition or the Standard Edition opens up the new playable race, as the content requires a separate purchase. It sounds like a great expansion, but I personally never got around to playing much EverQuest 2, mainly because it came around the same time World of Warcraft came out, and well, the Warcraft got me a little bit hooked. I went to rehab though, guys, so it's alright. With Tera's Fate of Arn expansion launch coming soon, we here at MMO Bomb reached out to Enmass Entertainment, and luckily they responded with an awesome skills preview video exclusive to MMOBomb.com. Featured in the preview video is the Archer's Thunderbolt ability, Berserker's Raise, Lancer's Rallying Cry, Slayer's Eviscerate, Sorcerer's Nova, and the Warrior's Binding Sword. Overall, each of the abilities look pretty awesome if you ask me, and these are only just the surface of what skills are included in the new expansion. So make sure you keep a lock on MMO Bomb for future updates regarding Fate of Arn, because you never know when we might get you some exclusives. I mean, it happened once, it might happen again, you never know. One of the MMOs that started it all, EverQuest, got its 21st expansion launched this week. The 15-year-old game launched its Darkened Sea expansion, which adds a new mount keyring to save on bag space, a level increase to 105, new quests, missions, raids, and a whole lot more. Non-all-access members will have to pay $40 to access this expansion, but if you're a member, it is free. Do you still play EverQuest? If so, leave a comment down below. I'm very interested in hearing your thoughts on this brand new expansion. Those curious about R2 Games' Kingdom Rift will get to participate in the open beta launch this week. The transition means the cash shop is officially open for business and no more character wipes will occur. There are 3 playable classes in Kingdom Rift, the Warrior, Hunter, and Warlock, each of which use skills in real-time battles where positioning is said to matter. Players also have the chance to team up with the Goddess Companions who have their own sets of upgradable artifact equipment. Visually though, the game looks like one of R2 Games' other titles, Wartune. Gameplay wise, on the other hand, it looks to play almost exactly like Perfect World Entertainment's War of the Immortals. If you want to try out Kingdom Rift, head on over to their official website to sign up and play. Now that we're 1 week away from the launch of Neverwinter's Rise of Tiamat, we finally got to see how the dragon goddess will be portrayed. Cryptic Studios and Perfect World Entertainment have released the much anticipated trailer, and overall, as we see from that trailer, the dragon goddess looks awesome, and the encounter shown looks epic as well. How this will translate into actual players' experience, who knows, but luckily we have under a week to wait to find out. Rise of Tiamat releases on November the 18th. The once highly anticipated Sandpark MMORPG ArcheAge was in the news again this week, this time not for exploits, although there still hasn't been a resolution to that, but this time it's because a forum user by the name of ArcheAge Down claims to have discovered a way to take down any server at any point in time. The forum user gave out a contact email in the forum thread, but because people thought it was troll bait, the user wasn't taken seriously. Skeptical users started shouting out servers and timeframes for them to be taken down, and to shut up all doubters, ArcheAge down took down Namia, Ola, and Etsy. The user didn't bring any more servers down, seemingly wanting to communicate the flaw to Tryon, and soon later Tryon locked the thread. Tryon Worlds acknowledged that they've contacted this player, and I'm sure that there might be a hotfix sooner or later to correct this issue. Although, another part of me wonders that the forum user might want compensation in return, and if the user doesn't get the proper compensation, things might get a little bit hairy. That's speculation and me thinking the worst though, but hey, it's ArcheAge, and as we've seen, anything within the worst scenarios can happen. During BlizzCon, Blizzard Entertainment announced a brand new game called Overwatch, a kind of superhero-ish themed Team Fortress 2 multiplayer shooter. The game features multiple classes, some of which have yet been announced, and 2 gameplay modes announced so far called Point Capture and Payload. There's no word yet on whether or not this will be a buy-to-play or free-to-play game, but hopefully we'll get good news that it is a free-to-play game in the near future. Did Overwatch look appealing to you guys? Leave a comment down below. In other Blizzard news, Hearthstone players gather your virtual cards because an expansion has been officially announced for this December called Goblins vs. Gnomes. Featuring 120 new cards, a new card type called Mech, spectator mode that allows players on your friends list to watch your games, and lots of explosive goblin fun. Personally, I haven't played Hearthstone for quite some time, so I might check this out, but what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. In our last bit of Blizzard news, at BlizzCon they announced 2 new battlegrounds for their highly anticipated MOBA Heroes of the Storm. The 2 new battlegrounds are called Blackheart's Bay, a battleground that has a ship in the center of the 3-lane map that players must influence to rain down hell on the opposing team's fortifications, and Sky Temple, a battleground home to temples that allow strategic opportunities if captured. Both battlegrounds look really awesome, and it puts the total battleground count up to 6. Heroes of the Storm, in my opinion, is shaping up to be a fantastic MOBA, and playing it myself, it plays just as great as it looks. As more news drops for Heroes of the Storm, MMO Bomb and myself will be quick to update you all. NCSoft profits are up. Yes, the popular free-to-play publisher and developer that brought you Lineage 1 and 2, Ion, Blade & Soul, Guild Wars 2, WildStar, and others has seen a rise in profit. However, the shocking news isn't that they're profitable, it's what brought them the most profits. In the financial report for NCSoft, it shows that Lineage 1 is the most profitable, then Ion, Guild Wars 2, Blade & Soul, WildStar, Lineage 2, and then others. Being that WildStar is almost the least profitable, I'm going to go ahead and drop the question of the week. Last week we asked whether or not exploiters should keep what they exploited or if it should be removed. A user by the name of 69 Alpha 69 Wolf 69 said, "I think all exploits should be removed and I think exploiters need to be punished. However, in this case it's not really an exploit, it was a quest that gave way too much experience. Also, to stack onto that, they knew all about the exploits and did nothing. If that's the case, then again, it's not really an exploit, but working as intended. So I agree with the players keeping the experience." Thanks for your response, Alpha Wolf. If you guys want your comment possibly featured on next week's episode, make sure to leave a response to the question in the comment section below. This week's question of the week stems from the financial report we just got done talking about, but more importantly, WildStar and its lack of profits versus other NCSoft titles. Our question is, do you think WildStar will go free to play before Q3 of 2015, or will it survive as pay to play into 2016? Make sure to leave your comments below to possibly be featured on next week's show. That does it for me though, guys. Slowish news week, I know, but there was a good bit of quality announcements from Blizzard, so hopefully that got you all hyped up like it did I. As for myself though, I'm signing off until next week's Free to Play Weekly. I'm Zach Sharps, and I will catch you guys next time.